Silo Season 3 finally has a confirmed release date and is set to premiere on Apple TV on July 3, 2026. Considering all the hardships Rebecca Ferguson's Juliette had to endure before she returned to Silo 18 in Season 2's final chapter, she is bound to be a completely different character in the upcoming installment. However, official story details confirm a major change in her characterization that takes her story in a surprising new direction. In Silo Season 2's ending moments, Juliette finally returns home to Silo 18 and tries to convince Bernard that she has found her way to save her people. Bernard feels doomed and tries to escape, but Juliette almost convinces him to stick around. However, before they can head inside, they trap themselves in the silo's thermal decontamination unit. While the show does not reveal their fates in Season 2, Juliette is obviously returning in Silo Season 3. After the incident, though, she will experience a major shift in her story. Not only will she and her people have a whole new problem to deal with, but the change will also give her enemies an opportunity to get ahead of her. Juliette will experience memory loss in Silo Season 3. Silo Season 3's latest trailer hints at how it will feature flashbacks to the origins of the central silos. This development alone makes it promising because it confirms that viewers will finally get to learn about everything from the purpose of the central silos to the events that lead to the apocalypse. What further raises the stakes in Season 3 is that Juliette will experience memory loss in its early arcs. As Silo Season 3's official plot synopsis confirms, Juliette will survive the incident in the decontamination chamber but end up losing her memory. This will be a major development in her story because, throughout Season 2, she spent all her time outside Silo 18 learning a lot about the outside world. Toward Silo Season 2's ending, she even learned about the safeguard procedure, which was designed to wipe out entire silos. With Solo's help, she even found a way to protect her people from the safeguard procedure and even convinced Bernard that she could save them all before it was too late. Unfortunately, with the memory loss, it seems unlikely she will forget everything she has learned so far. This development suggests that the early chapters of her narrative in Silo Season 3 will revolve around her trying to remember what she learned. Since Bernard is the only one who seems to know that she has found a way to bypass the safeguard procedure after Silo Season 2's ending, he will likely help her remember everything she has forgotten. Silo 18's fate will rest in Juliette's hands all over again. This time around, though, she will face more of a mental battle rather than a purely physical one. With her memories fractured and her sense of reality shaken, Juliette will seemingly not be the same character in Season 3. However, this is exactly what will make her story even more compelling. Juliette's memory loss story risks repeating one Silo Season 2 issue. Silo Season 2 was, by no means, an underwhelming extension of the Apple TV sci-fi show. However, compared to Season 1, it felt relatively subpar. The brewing rebellion inside Silo 18 was enough to keep viewers intrigued. However, Juliette's arc progressed a little too slowly almost throughout Season 2 and felt inconsistent in terms of pacing. Many viewers complained that by forcing Juliette through one challenge after another in Silo 17, the show intentionally stalled her return to her home silo. With the memory loss plot in Season 3, Silo could risk repeating the same mistake. If the memory loss storyline is stretched too far, Juliette's story could again feel drawn out and needlessly repetitive. This could again undermine the sense of urgency to find the truth that primarily drove her arc in Silo Season 1. Hopefully, Silo Seasons 3 and 4 will learn from Season 2's mistakes and prove to be as good as the opening installment, if not better. Considering how Apple TV's Silo still has a lot of narrative ground to cover from the books, it seems likely that, unlike Season 2, it will not have the time to stall the main character's story in the upcoming installments.